Hey everybody, how's it going today? It is me, Captain Energy, and today we're taking a look at the Yamaha SEQTrak. A question that has come up recently on Reddit has been, how do you get the audio off of the SEQTrak into your DAW for editing? And I'm here to show you how we're going to do that, keep the audio in sync with the rest of your project, and capture either the entirety of the track, or if you want to capture parts of the track, like say for example just the beat or just a synthesizer. How do I do that? It's very easy, and I'm going to show you how I do it. Hopefully this helps you out in your endeavors using the SEQTrak to create projects, or to complete projects I should say. The SEQTrak is a great little sketch device, and it's a great little tool. Completing projects on it can be a little challenging, and that's where having a DAW really does help a lot. So let me get into this and see what we can do to help you get more out of your SEQTrak. By the way, if you are a Yamaha SEQTrak owner, if you are interested in this kind of content or whatever, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Turn the alerts on so you'll know when more of these videos like this drop. I do a lot of SEQTrak videos. I would love to share them with you, and I do a lot of videos for other things as well. So just, just a thought, if you would, I'd appreciate it. Right now I'm hovering at less than 1% of the people who view these videos actually subscribing. So it would be really helpful if I could coax some of you to possibly give me a shot, subscribe to the channel, and let me know what you think of the content. I'm happy to try and help you out and get your music where you want it to be. So here we are at the SEQTrak. First thing we want to do is we want to use the SEQTrak software. Hook your SEQTrak up to your PC using the USB cable right here. Got one right here at the top, one on my PC. And now if we go in to the GUI editor, up top there's this settings menu. Click that. And now we're going to go to MIDI, M-I-D-I right here. Turn send off. All right. So no notes will be sent out of the SEQTrak at this time. We want to turn the internal clock off and go to external sync. What this is going to do is it's going to let Reason, which is the DAW I'm using right now, drive and control what speed music plays back at off of the SEQTrak. So when I capture it, it matches up with my project. This can change, but this is the easiest way to do it, is to let the DAW drive. I've got this send, start, and stop messages turned on. That can be either way. It doesn't do anything because the clock is turned off, and these start and stop messages don't mean anything to Reason when everything is set up this way. So let's go to Reason now. Before we go to Reason, actually, don't forget to shut this application down. This will prevent any kind of cross chatter, cross talk that could confuse the SEQTrak in the process we're about to put it through. All right. Now, what you want to do next is you want to get one of these cables like I've got right here. I've got this Hosa cable. I'll put a link down in the description for it if you need one. It's a 1/8 inch jack to a 1/4 inch jack, and that is what you need to plug in a headphone jack on the side of the SEQTrak to standard left and right cables for a mixer or for most audio interfaces. But you'll need that cable to record your SEQTrak, because the audio is going to come out of here and go into the left and right inputs on your audio interface. My audio interface that I'm using right now is my MG10XU. It's a Yamaha mixer that has a USB audio interface. It does ASIO, and it's got 10 channels on it. It's a great little mixer. It is not a multi-channel recorder. It's left and right only, but that's all right because the SEQTrak is only left and right as well. Most audio interfaces, except for the only one I can think of that may not work in stereo, is probably the Focusrite Solo, I think is what it's called. What we want to do next, now that we're in Reason, we want to go down here to this sync mode at the bottom here, right by on your transport bar. You want to be sure it's set to internal, and be sure to see where it says send clock here. It probably looks like this right now on yours. Click it so it's lit up, because you want to be sure you're sending a clock out to the SEQTrak, and it'll send to everything, but you want to be sure that it's set up so that it's sending a clock out. If I go ahead and press play now, you'll see it starts playing, right? And that's because it sent the clock from Reason to the SEQTrak, and the SEQTrak said, oh, hey, this time code is coming in. Let me follow along and do what it tells me. And so that's how it finds its way through where you are in your music. If I want to capture this first loop, what we do is we need to add an audio track. To do that in Reason, we can right click and click add audio track right here. Or you can see that there's on Windows a Control T shortcut key. On Mac, it'll be Command T. But if I hit Control T, it's going to make my audio track. I'll add 5 of them in here, and I'm just going to be sure they're all on stereo And the reason I'm doing this in stereo is because the sounds on the Seqtrak are coming out in stereo with effects and all that. I want to be sure I capture all that. What we need to do next is we need to bring this, double click the stop here, and we're going to go over here and pick what track we want to capture. Now, one little trick I use is the first 5 of these have loops that I want to capture, okay? This is all set up so they're kind of like little launch, clip launches. And then my 6th clip launch here, I have set up blank. The reason I do that is so I can do this. If I play this, and I want to stop capturing, I can hit this blank one, and I'll still capture the tail of that audio. Where normally if I just stopped it, it would just stop recording. You wouldn't have the, it would just stop right there. It wouldn't capture that last part. See how the playhead stopped? So I want to be sure I capture that. So that's why I have that little blank in there. So now what I'm going to do is we're going to bring this to the beginning. We've got this set up to play the first one. And now I'm going to go down here and I'm going to hit record. When I hit record, this is all going to start moving forward. And I'll be quiet while this happens. Here we go. And there it is. That's captured now. And as is my voice, this little bit at the end. Let me get rid of that piece of my chatter. We don't need that. All right. So now that's great. We captured everything. But what if I just want the drums? I don't want the whole thing, right? I might not. I might just want one of the drums. I might just want one of the synths. So what I would do then is I would go here and I would choose, if I want to capture one item, I would hit solo on the left here. Okay. Can you see my finger over here? There's this solo button. It says play page solo. Hit solo, hold it down, and then press the button down on the knob that you want to capture. So in this case, I'm choosing synthesizer 1. Let's go back to the beginning. So for this example, I'm going to go over to the 3rd clip that I have here because this has something on all the different instrument tracks. Now, if I go ahead, turn off monitoring here. I don't want to hear my voice echoing. But if I go ahead, go to the beginning here, and hit solo, you'll see, right now I've already done it, but you can see how this is a little different looking than the other ones. This one will be blue with 2 blues and a yellow. If I do it here, same thing. It tells you what is playing. The yellow is what's playing, or the green. It might be green. It's kind of hard to tell. Blues tell you this is soloed. If I go over here and do this for a drum, all you'll get is the clap. So if I play this, okay, just the kick. But I just want to capture this synthesizer. All right. So now that I've soloed the synthesizer, all I have to do is go back to the beginning here, hit record. Blank, and now that is recorded. Let's go down and do another one. To do that, what we want to do is we want to go back to the track we want to record, which was 3. We're going to hit solo, the FM synth, in this case what I want to record, 0 to the beginning. So we're back here, the playhead is at 0. And now if we go down here and hit record, stop that. Now if I want to record just the drums, what I want to do is I want to first hit solo and unsolo the track that I was recording, okay? Then we're going to hit mute and we're going to hit the tracks we don't want to record, all the instruments. So that's these 4 right here. That'll leave us with just drum sounds, okay? And what I'm going to do now is we're going to go down to this next track here, turn off monitoring there. And now if I go ahead and go back to the beginning and hit record, is. So now we've got each of these instruments on their own audio track, and that's it. That's how you get the audio out of your Seqtrak and into your DAW and make it so you can edit it. If you're using Reason, there's a whole bunch of other things you can do. I mean, for example, you could quantize these beats as audio. The audio could be quantized. I mean, you can add effects. You can chop it up. You can bring it into a sampler in here. You can just do infinite things with it now that it's in your DAW. Anyway, I hope that was helpful. If you're using a different DAW and have questions about getting it into your DAW, for example, I have Cubase and Ableton as well. I'm happy to do like a little video to go alongside this one to help you figure out the synchronization and get that working, and how to get the audio recorded on the different tracks on your DAW. I don't have Fruity Loops or any of the other ones, so I apologize, but so I can't cover everything, but you'll get the idea, and the concept is the same. Anyway, I hope that was helpful. Let me know in the comments if it was. If it was not, let me know also, because I'd love to know what I can do better to make sure that you are able to get what you need. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and please share this with friends. If you know anyone who's buying a Seqtrak, these things are really good to know. So feel free to share this video. I would appreciate it very, very much. All right, have an awesome day, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye for now.